Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show and a massive happy weekend to you all. Our top stories today: the Abrahamic family house opens in Abu Dhabi.
We'll also be talking about Dubai's Big Ben Tower that has actually been abandoned for 10 years and what is happening to it now.
Today is the last day to register for the Ras Al Khaimah Marathon, which is bringing together a star-studded lineup.
And then, after all our stories, Indian pop sensation Darshan Rawal will be joining us live on the show ahead of his gig tonight.
But before we get into all of that, we've had a lot of stories this week about ChatGPT. It's an incredible technology that will essentially change the way we live and work. And we implore you, following this week's conversations, to use it with purpose. To use it productively.
Productively.
Okay?
Yeah, because we're using it very productively.
Right? Well, what are you using it for?
I have turned ChatGPT into not just my personal assistant, but my therapist. It has become my therapist.
Should we be concerned? Because I don't know if a chat technology can answer those questions for you, Simran, and that concerns me.
I'll tell you one thing. Sis, it answers everything. Literally everything. So, okay. I asked my dear ChatGPT, what are some red flags in a relationship? Okay, so I'm just going to give it gives the points and then it elaborates on it. So I'll just give the points. Lack of trust, controlling behavior, disrespect, dishonesty, unresolved past issues,
you know
lack
this
of
stuff
support.
Anyway, those are obvious red flags.
Not making, give it more specific, ask it more specific questions. It will really answer. I went really in depth into my relationship conflicts and asked ChatGPT, and it gave me a proper unbiased what do you say, not solution but answer.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know if you should be using it as your therapist.
Oh yeah, but
I'm going to use it for more. Okay, today's Thursday. What's a good excuse to get out of work early today? It's typing. Okay, what's a good excuse to get out of work today?
Use it with a purpose. That's what Casey said.
Use it with a purpose. But look at this. As an AI language model, I cannot suggest or encourage you to make excuses to get out of work early. It is important to be honest and transparent with your employer and colleagues to maintain a professional and respectful environment. And it goes on to
you ask all the wrong questions. Your personal questions, it cannot make decisions for you, number one. Number two, it will not do anything unethical. If you Google, yeah.
It's got ethics. Okay, fine. I'll ask it a personal question. This is not related to you. How to tell a coworker they smell. Telling a coworker they smell can be a sensitive issue, and it's important to approach the situation with tact and respect to avoid causing offense or embarrassment. It's really good. It's nothing to do with you, but it's just a helpful.
But what is the solution?
Choose the right time and place. Be polite and respectful. Be specific and objective, and offer solutions and support. Fair. Actually, we've been through this before. Fair response.
Fair response. We have oh my god, I'm just gonna go through my history. So I search, why do I have so much FOMO all the time? And it gives me a proper breakdown, and it's social comparison, explanation, anxiety, explanation, lack of purpose, explanation, need for validation, need for validation, explanation, unresolved emotions, explanation. And then I'm why do people keep choosing the toxic guy over the guy who values you in a relationship? And that too, a proper broken down response. It's just brilliant.
Look, if you're joining the show, this is all responses from ChatGPT. And as we said, we implore you to use it with purpose. And don't use it as your personal therapist. Let's jump into our top stories. This is amazing. A very important day on Thursday. The Abrahamic family house has opened in Abu Dhabi. So His Highness Mohammed bin Zayed announced the inauguration of the Abrahamic family house, a place which consists of a mosque, a church and a synagogue all in one place. And there's also a forum for learning and community engagement. MB said tweeted the UAE has a proud history of people from diverse communities working together to create new possibilities. And this is one of the reasons we are so proud to be living here. And as the Abrahamic family house in Abu Dhabi is inaugurated, we remain committed to harnessing the power of mutual respect, understanding and diversity to achieve shared progress.
Now, although limited visuals are available, the family house tweeted that it will be a forum where people can connect, a space where people can explore and exchange knowledge, and a place where people can practice faith and reflect. The houses of worship are called Imam Al-Tayyib Mosque, St. Francis Church, and Moses bin Maimon Synagogue. And the building was inspired following the signing of the document on the human fraternity by Pope Francis and Grand Imam Ahmed Al-Tayyib during the Pope Francis's visit to the UAE back in 2019.
More information and details are still to come. If you're watching on our full show on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube and TikTok, you can see some of the very vague visuals shared on their Twitter in the last 24 hours. But once we have more information on opening times and details for you to visit, we'll share those with you.
And we've been speaking about this for a while now. Like it was in the making. Like it did make headlines a while back, and it is just the most beautiful concept to have all these places of worship in the same area, and just have educating people on diversity. And having people like understand each person's religion and culture, so they understand the person better and their values and their ethics. So it's just such a beautiful concept.
100%. And like I said, we're so proud to be from a place that has so many nationalities and a diverse mix of religions. And it's not really spoken about enough, the harmony that we experience here in terms of religions. And this is a visual and physical tribute to that. Nowhere else in the world, as far as I'm aware, do they have a synagogue, a mosque and a church side by side, and they're encouraging it as a forum for learning. So there's got a place to learn, a place to connect with other people, to learn from them, have those conversations if you want. So this is truly a landmark moment resulting from Pope Francis's visit in 2019, which was also spectacular. So it's amazing to see it come to fruition. And I think personally we'll all just want to take a visit. Yeah, very true. My friend years and years ago, he was literally like talking to me about like literally the same concept. He's like, how amazing would it be like in a country where it's all about tolerance, where we have like all these places of worship, like a temple, a mosque, a church, a synagogue, like all these places together, so people like really learn about themselves and all of that. And now you see like the UAE just is always so like they're always a step ahead. Like they're already like building this, and they've thought about it, and it's not just like saying this country is a place of tolerance for the sake of it. They mean it, and they put in all the actions in place. 100%. And there's a lot of learnings to be taken from how religions can live side by side. And we're very, very, very fortunate to live here. And we'll move on to our next story now. Dubai's Big Ben Tower has actually been abandoned for 10 years, but there may be plans for its revival. Now, the Dubai skyline is iconic and one of the most identifiable in the world, and each tower has a unique feature and story behind it. And of course, Sheikh Zayed Road has some of the most impressive towers in the world, like the Burj Khalifa, Twin Towers, Big Ben. But a couple of buildings are not all that active, and Dubai's Big Ben has actually been abandoned for 10 years, according to Frankly magazine. So according to their report, Al Yaqub Tower, aka Big Ben, which you've definitely seen before, and our incredible skyline, was taken over by a UAE bank, and it could be given a second chance, a new lease of life. So currently, the footage shows kind of dusty furniture, broken glass, and kind of a drained rooftop pool, but suggestions it could change. Exactly. Now, the tower was privately owned, but according to Frankly magazine, Commercial Bank International, CBI, seized it in 2013.
Mercure Majlis sign on the front of the tower suggests that the French Giant Accor's mid-scale hotel brand was the acting brand for the 328-meter, 69-story tower, which was meant to function as a 224-room hotel. And however, a representative for the hotel group said, "We can confirm that at this stage, this property does not operate under the Accord portfolio." And the report continues that new generators can be seen to power up service elevators leading to the top, with sources suggesting new activity. So that just hints that, there may be
the new lease of life coming.
Exactly. That is insane. Like, I never actually, it was always in my mind somewhere that this is such a beautiful tower. I've never really seen it light up. And it's like, it's just there. There's no clock. Like, why have they left that space of a clock empty? Like, there's actually been no activity in and out of the hotel.
It was never fully finalized when they built it.
Yeah.
And I think the original owner went into arrears, so it wasn't able to be finished. But now there's discussions that maybe because of these new generators, that there could be a sign of life. Maybe they're going in to survey it. Who knows?
Yeah. Once when I used to live on Sheikh Zayed Road, like, I walked past this building a couple of times and I always saw a notice that's like the building is shut. I assumed it was because of COVID, because I was only in that area during COVID, and it was like that was the assumption. But now it's like clear that it's been abandoned for 10 years, and it's just so interesting. No one's really tried to go inside.
Oh, well, I believe it was don't try this at home, but I think people were scaling the building a little bit in the last couple of years. So
okay.
Who knows what goes
God,
on?
if I knew this was abandoned, I would have like really tried my level best to go inside for like pictures and videos, like just to see what's inside, because
I think a lot of these places have strict security, because the last thing they want is people going into buildings that haven't been fully finished. It's a massive safety hazard.
Yeah, for sure.
So in general, there would be security stopping people going in for pictures.
But what you said is so true, the safety factor of it. Like, you should never go inside an abandoned building. Like, the things that can fall on you, like from the visuals that we're seeing, the place has been like just completely left for the rags, with broken glasses around, and like pieces of wood everywhere. So it's just, and shards. So for reason it's blocked off, but yeah, hopefully we see it reviving.
Exactly. Let's see. It's one of the most recognizable buildings on the skyline, and as new buildings continue to shoot up, maybe this will be rejuvenated rather than another new build happening. Let's see. Nothing is a surprise in this city, that is for sure. What are you doing this weekend? We have a tip for you. The Ras Al Khaimah Half Marathon brings together a star-studded lineup. If you're not going to take part, go and spectate. So the 2023 Ras Al Khaimah Half Marathon is happening this weekend, and it brings together the likes of you and me and the world's elite racers. So they actually announced this yesterday, that male and female elite racers, including Sefu Tora, Daniel Macchiato and Kanida Kimtawi, are set to participate in the much anticipated race, along with more females, including Helene Oribi, Brigid Kosegi and Gortim Jebralasi, added to the exceptional lineup. And this year the race sees record-breaking numbers. So a total of 5,300 runners are expected to take part in the half marathon relay, 5K and 1 km race.
Wow. So it takes place in the Marjan Island, and the race village will open its doors on race day from 5:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. with exciting and interactive experiences for participants, along with the fantastic fast race course, and for family and spectators alike. So if you want to race, registrations will close today, so make sure to get on, book your slot, and of course have your skates on. And
I think it's famously a flat race, correct me if I'm wrong, so people can really go for good times. So if you are doing any of those distances at home here in Dubai and you want to go for a better time, get yourself to Ras Al Khaimah this weekend and you could get your PB. Jonah's asking if we are going to the Ras Al Khaimah Half Marathon. Jonah, I would love to. I would llove to, but I actually did not plan it in, unfortunately.
Are you going, Jonah? That you're not going for? Are you kidding?
I don't like races I can't win.
Oh yeah, Casey, we went for a paddle tennis tournament once and she came out victorious.
I didn't. I came second.
But that's still good. Oh yeah, but you want to win. She wants to win.
However,
you're just so sporty.
If we're not racing, we can go and spectate because of the elite star runners that are going to be in this. So if you want to see some the top people in this sport racing, we would suggest you get down there this weekend.
Yes.
Jonas will get down there, and that is it for our top stories. However, join us right after this break. We're going to be joined by Indian pop sensation Darshan Raval ahead of his live gig in Dubai tonight. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. We are joined by the incredible Darshan Raval with diehard fans and a massive YouTube reach of over 300 million. He's captured the hearts of the nation with his Bollywood songs, racking up over 2 billion audio and video streams, which is just phenomenal. He's also performing live tonight with his Valentine's Day special at the Agenda venue. Welcome to the show, Darshan Raval.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. So tell us, Darshan. I know what your name means, but like for those who don't, like what does Darshan mean?
Usually when you go to temple, like darshan in very simple terms is to see or to go and to meet.
Okay.
Very simplified version of my meaning of my name is to go and see.
Okay. I would think darshan is like more of like a spiritual thing where you do.
Yeah, so you go to temple to take darshan, to see God.
Would you say you're spiritual?
I am a bit, yeah. In terms of music, I am. I believe that all the songs that I've made, I don't know how to make music. It comes naturally to me. It's a spiritual process that I believe. So if I sit here and if I want to make a song, I cannot make a song. I have to wait for it. I have to be in the right mindset. So I always feel that it comes naturally to me.
Oh. And do you think the go and see, do you think that connects with your personality in general, that curiosity nature?
Yeah, of course. Of course it does. Whatever I see, whatever I feel, that helps me make music.
Okay, so I want to ask this before we get into the interview properly. So, Kabhi Tumhe, that you sang for Shesha, Kiara Advani, and Siddharth Malhotra, and now they're married.
Yeah.
Do you have any words to the newlywed couple?
They were. I saw the pictures and they were looking very beautiful. And congratulations and wishing them all the happiness and all the love to them. Yeah.
Tell us about the kickstart of your career. Was it difficult to get a footing in Bollywood?
So my aim was never Bollywood. My aim was to make music, and till today I'm doing my independent songs. So if I had never planned that I want to get into Bollywood and Bollywood songs. I always wanted to create songs that could be with people and stay with people, and that I've been doing. I started my journey coming to a reality show, which was Rosta, and people started knowing me from Rosta. In that show as well, I did my own original song that people like, which is called Pehli Mohabbat. And till today, I'm doing songs, and I'm lucky enough that now my songs are reaching to millions of people, and they're loving the songs. So yeah.
Yeah, you have such a huge fan following here in Dubai,
Yeah.
and your romantic numbers are so beautiful. So, would you consider yourself more of a romantic or a realist?
No, I feel I am. I can be more romantic in the songs. I have a very different kind of personality, so I can open up in my songs. Whatever I feel, as I said, I can. It's difficult for me to say it live or to somebody, like just go in person and tell what I feel. But it's easier for me to say it in a song.
So, have you written songs for like partners, ex-partners, current partners?
So the first song that I became popular in India, but what people started knowing me, was Pehli Mohabbat.
Yeah.
Was for the girl that I really liked. I could never go and tell her that whatever I felt. So I was in school and college when I wrote that song.
Does she know?
I have no idea.
What?
She must know.
Have you never send the song to her?
No. I was too nervous to tell her.
Okay, but have you written a song specifically for someone and like gone, this is for you, or like, you know, for a birthday, anniversary?
Not that way, but like when I started, it was for that girl.
Yeah.
But now I make songs for my fans. It is very
For your fans.
for my fans. Like there's a song 2 Million, which is for my fans, because I feel this it is their constant love and support is where I am today. Without their love, I couldn't reach where I am. I feel everything that I've received is very magical and way out of my league. So I have made songs for my fans.
Do you feel like you're a method writer? Like, do you need heartbreak and just jolt to write songs, or you feel like you can take it from someone else's life experiences and
I should feel it. Is what I feel. If it is my pain or somebody else's pain, I should feel it. If I feel it, then I can.
very rock star situation.
Yeah.
You mentioned you wrote a song for your fans. So what's the first moment you realized that your songs were having an impact on them?
When in India now, I go to different cities to perform for concert, and I have an early morning flight. But my fans keep waiting for me at the airport from the night.
Wow.
And then they could just meet me for a few minutes. Then they come to the sound check. They wait there, and then they wait till the show is done. They are there.
It's amazing.
It's very emotional for me. And they get me gifts. My whole hand is with all this, which is given by my.
Wow. And they're all fan gifts?
Yeah. So it's very emotional for me. So when I sit in the studio, I have so much of love. Even on social media, every morning when I get up, I see so many people loving me and telling me how much my music is helping them throughout the day. Even in my difficult times, I feel music has always been there as a support to me. When I'm lonely, when I don't want anybody, I have my music with me. And that's why I want to create music for the people that really love me, that when nobody's with them, my music should be with them.
That's so beautifully said. And in a lot of interviews, you refer to yourself as an introvert. You're shy. So how, like, with such a massive fan following, then going up on stage practically every other week, how do how does your personality change, or how do you deal with that?
So when there was COVID times, when I was not performing, I used to sit and watch my performance on YouTube. And I used to see myself going on stage and doing what I do. And I till today, I feel that that's not me who's doing that. I think it's a different energy when you go on stage, and I'm a different person. Like I'm jumping, dancing, singing, and saying things that I don't know how can I say all that. But yeah, I think that's what the stage does to you. It makes me a different person on the stage. I'm more confident. I feel like a king when I'm on stage.
Do you feed from the audience energy?
Yeah, a lot. It is, yes. Sometimes if the audience is not so giving, then it affects you. And if the audience is too giving, it affects you. So yeah.
Were you always so, I guess, exuberant on stage? Like the first moment you went on stage, were you confident, or do you think that had to grow?
No, it had to grow. I couldn't sing a single song without the guitar before when I started. So it took a lot of years, slowly, then I started changing myself. And but till today, no matter 50 people or 5,000 people or 50,000 people, I've performed in front of them. But I'm always nervous, only for a few seconds till I go on stage. Once I'm on stage, I take a few deep breaths and then I'm fine.
Do you have like behind the stage superstitions that you need to do before going on stage?
No, like only
Like a
the
ritual?
last 5 minutes are the most difficult for me because it feels like 2 hours for me.
So no rituals as such, like you have to kiss your guitar
No,
or
no, no.
like rub garlic on your head.
No. Yeah, I touch the stage, take blessings from the stage because that's what I've. It was my dream, and every time I go on stage, it feels like when I was a kid, when I was 9, 10 years old, and I used to close my eyes and I dream of the stage and people shouting my name. When I go on stage today, every time I'm on stage, I feel like I'm living that dream for that particular time.
What are some of your favorite songs to perform?
I really love there's a song Chogada.
Oh yes.
I sang for Lavyatri. So no matter how dull you are in your life and no matter wherever you are, once that song starts playing, people start
It's a
dancing.
banger. It's a banger.
I wish we had tunes. This is not a radio show,
Should I
unfortunately.
sing
but
for you? Na-na-na-na.
Chogada tara, ore chabila tara, ore rangila tara, rang ver joe tari vaat re. Chogada tara, ore chabila tara, ore rangila tara, rang ver joe tari vaat re. I wish it had all the.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Oh my god, this song by the singer live and this is just epic. You have no idea.
Thank you.
This is
So-
a moment that I feel like fans will be watching, thinking, hearts are
I think this is love at first sight moment. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I believe love can happen anywhere, anytime, with anybody. That's what I believe.
Wow.
So there's a lot of fans coming tonight to the
yeah.
agenda. What
Yeah.
can they expect from your show? And will there be love at first sight?
Of course, yes. I'm very excited. Also excited because recently my new song has released, PRA, and it's a very, very special song. It is a Valentine's special song, and I'm going to perform that as well tonight. I released that song on 9th of Feb. I performed that in Ahmedabad, my hometown, for the very first time, and Dubai is going to be the second time I'm going to sing that song. So very excited. Very excited to see all of you, all my Blue family, all my fans tonight. And yeah, also would like to thank VKR, the event VKRs, for doing this and getting me here after so many years. I'm coming here after 6 years.
Oh wow! And how is it? Has the place changed?
When I'm not able to, I didn't have time to explore. I'm going to explore and see. Yes. But yeah, when I came for the first time, I was with somebody. I was a backup singer,
Okay.
and it was my first show. So I think people didn't know me yet. And now I've done a lot of songs in the last 5-6 years. I'm excited that this time people are going to sing with me.
Different vibe altogether. Will someone special be joining you on stage as well?
No, this time I'm the only one who's going to be singing.
And tonight isn't just for groups. It's for couples, it's for solos, anyone who wants to experience the incredible Darshan Raval live. It's happening tonight. But
And fall in love. At first.
Add the agenda.
Media City, yes.
That's the agenda.
Before you leave us,
Yes.
we want to play a quick game. It's called This or That, the relationship edition. As Simran spent a lot of time on this because we want to get the true Darshan Raval live on this show.
Yeah.
Can we play that game with you?
Of course. So I have to select
Yeah.
this or
We'll
that.
give you two options, and you have to select one. Okay, so
Okay.
we'll start with movie night or a dinner out.
I really like watching movies because when sometimes I don't get inspiration from the real situations, I connect myself so much with the movies that I watch. So yeah, of course, movie night. Not dinner night because I eat very less at night.
Okay. Guys, take notes.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of people taking notes watching this show. Okay, texting or phone calls?
Phone calls.
Yes.
I knew you were going to say that.
We're so compatible though. A small note or a small
I think
gift?
because you can lie when you are texting,
Yeah.
but your voice cannot lie.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is so true. That's how you know. That's where you pick up on the red flags in a relationship.
Yeah. Like if sometimes you can say, yeah, I'm really okay or fine, you would want to believe, but if you're talking to somebody on the phone, you can just actually know from the voice that he's fine or she's not fine.
Oh, that's so true. Okay, a thoughtful note or a small gift?
A thoughtful note. Gifts, I think that's okay, but a note few letters can really do magic sometimes when you write it to somebody. Like I get a lot of letters. I have so many letters that I get from different cities, and people tell me it's very personal. Oh, you only read when they give it to me. So yeah. So,
what is the most beautiful letter you've received?
every letter, I cannot just choose one beautiful letter because every letter has a person's emotion in it, what they have been through, and how I have no idea how I was so much involved to their lives. But when I read that, it's too much for me to take in, as I said earlier.
Oh, wow, very sweet. A romantic getaway or a fun adventure trip?
I think, the second one, the fun adventure trip, because I recently have been to a fun adventure trip, which was the song shooting with my friends, and I had the best time doing that. So yeah, the adventure trip.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I wanted to ask, like in a relationship conflict, would you like talk it out or go on a break? But better than that, Rachel and Ross, you saw Friends?
No, I haven't.
You haven't seen Friends? Okay, fine. So talk it out. When you're having a conflict in a relationship, will you talk it out or take a break?
I have a different opinion, because I think give a little time to settle down. I think when you are angry, and if we are fighting, I'm angry, you are angry right now, and if we try, it's going to make it worse. Give a little time and then talk it out.
Mm-hmm. Give the person their space.
Yeah, just cool down. Because sometimes what I feel is sometimes I'm very angry, and even if it is wrong, then even if I'm wrong, I just go on and on. Mm. When I give myself a little time, then I start thinking, no, okay, we can do this.
Okay. Good words for any relationship advice.
Yeah.
Early bird or night owl?
I was a night owl. Now I'm just changing because I'm performing every day in a new city. So I have to change my schedule a little bit. I have early morning flights. I have to go. So yeah. It is.
He's like, yes.
And now I can see myself, and I'm looking very sleepy right now.
No, not at all. Look great. Okay, so as what's your love language? Words of affirmation or physical touch, or is it an other one completely?
I think everything is mixed. You need everything. It's not just one thing. Love is a mixture of so many things. Yeah. So that's what I feel.
Anything in particular, what is it? Acts of service or words of affirmation? You know the 5 love languages, right?
Oh, I'm very.
Okay.
I just know the.
We just came to know. So we have the words of affirmation.
Okay.
So it's how. So there are 5 love languages, and it's how you like to show love to your partner. So it's words of affirmation, physical touch, acts
Both
of
are
service.
Words, physical touch. You need this too. Then
acts of service. So you kind of will make a coffee for your partner, or you'll give them a massage or something.
Yeah,
that is also needed.
Or you'd pick up their dry cleaner or something. So that's acts of service. Gift giving.
Gift giving.
That is okay if you don't give gifts also.
Not to bother with gift giving. And then what's the 5th one? What's the 5th one? Let me just ask ChatGPT.
I think what we're learning is...
As I said, but if you see, everything is somewhere important.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One second, giving me the 5 words of affirmation. That's just
physical
because we're
touch,
on it now.
The gift one.
It's taking so long. Acts of service. Okay, language and voice. Okay, fine. Before we get the last one... Are you okay? So save up for a house or travel the world. What would you more likely do?
I already have houses.
Okay, now it's traveling the world for you.
Yeah, if I get the time that I don't get, so yeah, I would want to see different places and meet a lot of people.
The 5th one is quality time. Yes.
That's
okay. So 4 out of the 5
That's
for
why
you.
It was taking a lot of time.
I think you've dished out some incredibly sweet words on this show today. It's incredible to hear where your inspiration for your music comes from, because there's a lot of people that love it so much, and they can watch it live tonight, possibly fall in love at the Agenda venue with the incredible Darshan Raval. Thank you so much for your time today.
We had a great morning with you guys.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you getting up early, guys. That is all we have time for, and we'll see you on Monday morning, same time, same place. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.